What's up, everybody? This is the Sports League Podcast. Back once again. I'm your host, Alex Leak. We got the co-host, Amanda. Great to have you on, as always, Amanda. And we have a special guest back on for the third time, Bills Hall of Fame wide receiver, Andre Reed. Great to have you on the show, Andre.
3 times, man. Golly. That's more times than I've been on a lot of shows. So y'all should be, yeah, no doubt. So nice to be on here with you, man. We can talk football for sure.
Absolutely. And it's perfect timing with the
Yeah.
Bills in the divisional round and a big game coming up against the Broncos. What are you thinking? So in the wild card round, the Bills a 27-24 win over the Jags. Josh Allen, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. What were your thoughts on the Bills' performance in Jacksonville to get that big road playoff win?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was a little skeptical about the game going down to Jacksonville. Jacksonville's a pretty good team and they're coached
Yeah.
well. Anytime you go on the road in the playoffs, it's tough anyway. Doesn't matter what
Mhm.
team it is. You know, the Bills limped into that game, really, to a certain point. They've been limping in games all year. Other than the ones that they lost and they should have won. But when you got Superman behind the center, it's you're never out of it. And I think that's been their mantra all, especially for the last game, the divisional. I mean the wild card game against Jacksonville. They got another big one coming up this tomorrow. Matter of fact, in Denver
Yeah.
against a great, pretty good Denver team. You know, it's well coached too by Sean Payton, and Bo Nix is just playing great football. And he's responded well to what, Sean Payton's an offensive minded coordinator or coach anyway. So, and they got a pretty good defense. So the Bills got their work cut out for them on this week. It's never easy anyway, man. You know, it's never easy in the playoffs. You're not just going to roll through there like it's nothing to get to the Super Bowl. Those teams are there for a reason. And they got there with team football. They got there playing good defense, good offense, special teams, and good coaching. And Denver's it's no different than any other team in the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm married to a Broncos fan, but I'm really pulling for Josh Allen and the Bills to get a win this year. I mean,
Mhm.
of the teams that have won 6 straight playoff games and been in the postseason this many years in a row, all three of the other four have won 3 Super Bowls during that time. Josh
Yeah,
Allen doesn't have anything to show for it yet, so I'm really pulling for him to get
this
it
is
here.
his time. This is his
Yeah,
time. It's the bottom
yeah.
line. No Burrow, no Lamar, no Mahomes. It's
Hmm.
you seldom get that three. It's not like you wish for it, but those three
Yeah.
guys are out of the playoffs and they're usually in it every year. And Josh is always that fourth guy looking in to a
Hmm.
certain point. I mean, Lamar's kind of like getting that little bit too, with Baltimore losing games and stuff. Mahomes is still at the top of that list. Um, and Burrow's been hurt, so this is kind of like his shot, but every time you think there's another shot, there's three more shots coming at you. And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Bo Nix, and that's Drake May, and that's three more shots. He got two more, right? So he knocked one out in Trevor Lawrence last week. Now he's got to go to Denver and try to knock Bo Nix out of it now.
And it sucks, it was a big win over the Jags, but to lose, Gabe Davis and Tyrell Shavers. But the good
Yeah,
news
yeah.
is you're getting Curtis Samuel back, you're getting Ed Oliver back, and so how are you feeling about the health of this team going in?
The health is bad, man. Come on, let's face it. I mean, they've talked about the receivers all year, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
and two of the guys that you were counting on. I mean, Shavers is really just one of those. He's like Josh Allen playing receiver. That guy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And Gabe Davis was, he'd been in Buffalo. He knows Josh, and he tears his knee up. So they're down two guys already. So, and hopefully Curtis Samuels and a couple of the other guys that they do have can step in and do the job. It's the playoffs are about unsung heroes anyway, to a certain
Mhm.
Yeah.
point. Those are the guys that make the play when you least expect it. And they turn the tide of the game, or they make a play to save the game or win a score a touchdown or something. I'm hoping, and Bills fans are hoping that that's either Curtis Samuel or one of the other. Keon Coleman, he had a pretty good game. He caught a couple passes, and his confidence got to be boosted a little bit going into this game, and they're going to rely on him again. And I
Yeah.
hope he steps up to the plate, which I think he can. and believe in himself.
I
Yeah.
think they've done such a good job with Keon Coleman this year. I mean, clearly he had some issues with commitment to the team and some, focus issues. And I think with the, I
Yeah.
mean,
Well, I
they
talked to
benched him
him.
a few times.
So I
I think
talked,
that,
There you go.
yeah, I talked to him for about it. After that game, the game they benched him against after Miami
Mhm.
down there. They benched him for 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
And actually, Dion Dawkins got at me on Instagram. I'm good friends with Dion. He says, "Hey man, could you
Oh, I love that.
talk to
That's
Talk to
awesome.
Keon?" And I told Keon when he got drafted, I said, "Here's my number. If you need to talk to me about anything, I'm here for you." I said, I'm not going to call you. I can't. I'm not going to bother you. If you want to talk to me, you bother me, and then we could talk." So we ended up talking right after that Miami game for about an hour and a half on the phone, just about everything from football to life to all the good stuff. All the stuff that kind of seeps into you going to play a game on
Mhm.
Sundays. And I think he's responded. I
Yeah.
think Sean McDermott was trying to give him a little bit of nudge by sitting him down for 2 weeks or whatever it was. And he's got to be professional.
Mhm.
Not everything's going to go your way. Not everything's going to go the way you think it should go, but you got to show up every day. You got to show up in the building every day and show them you can play. And I think he has. So I'm looking forward to him making some big plays on tomorrow.
Gonna say, I think they've provided a great network of mentorship for their young players. You see
Yeah,
how well they overcome things like that in that organization. And I think it's
yeah,
just really impressive how well
yeah,
they can handle that.
yeah. And it's on every team. The Bills ain't the only
Mhm.
team. Let me tell you. And when I came in the league, you had more guys that were 7, 8, 9, 10 years on the team. So they had some, not only some experience, but they had experience of everything football. And
Mhm.
the league has gone a lot younger. Let's face it. I mean, I think the
Yeah.
average age on a team is 24 years old now. It
Yeah.
used to be like
Mhm.
27 or 28. So, but that's just growing pains, and I think Keon knows that. He just got to go out and perform because all the other stuff doesn't mean anything unless you perform. And I kind of try to relay that to him that just do your job and go home, study, do all the things you got to do to know that you're ready to play on Sunday or Saturday, which is tomorrow.
How are you feeling about kicking? Lately, we've seen a lot of kicking issues, whether it was Tyler Loop missing for the Ravens, Brandon McManus for the Packers, cost them
Mhm.
7 points. I witnessed Cody Parkey's double doink live. That was so heartbreaking. This is a cool opportunity for Matt Prater going up against his former team
Yeah.
back in Denver. You have a lot of trust and faith in him in this big game?
I don't, it's not like I'm gonna call Matt Prater up and talk to him, like a receiver.
Yeah.
He's been around. He's made some kicks so far for us. Believe me, I know when he knows it's time to make a kick, he has to make the kick, and he did that last week against Jacksonville too. So I'm not worried about what Matt Prater. I'm not worried about him. I mean, I'm just worried about this team playing together, taking advantage of any situation there in Denver with the Broncos. Turnovers are always a big key in games like this in the playoffs. And it's the team that wins and gets the upper edge is the ones that can convert those turnovers into points, regardless if it's 7 or 3.
Yeah.
And we got to run the ball. Let James
Yeah.
cook. Bottom line, we can't
Yeah.
abandon.
Mhm.
We can't abandon the
Absolutely.
run because they're doing this or they're doing that. We have to continue to do that because that's just one phase that opens up another phase that opens up another phase.
I mean, you're
We
you're talking about turnovers. Did you know that Josh Allen has the best touchdown interception ratio in playoff history with a minimum of 300 pass attempts?
He has the best everything. I think he's going to own the book.
Yeah.
If you look at the book, he's going to be all in it. And that's just, there's so many words you can say about that guy. He is a bona fide quarterback, and then all the other words
Yeah.
about him. He's a leader. I was on Kay Adams' show a couple months ago, about 2 or 3 months ago on her podcast, and she said, "Well, what do you think of Josh and all this other stuff?" And I said, "He's like Washington. He's like George Washington going across the Delaware River and knowing that he's going to win." And then they showed a picture of him looking like George Washington. So
Perfect.
that was a pretty good analogy. But that's the way he's been
I
playing
love it.
ever since he stepped on the field in a Buffalo Bill uniform. He's been George Washington. We just need all the people in the boat with them. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
and then maybe bring in some more receiver help in the boat this offseason. But I
Yeah.
think everyone here is pulling for the Bills this weekend.
You know, these games, Seattle and the 49ers are playing for a third time. I remember we played Miami one year 3 times, twice in the regular season, and we ended up playing in the playoff game. That should be a barn burner.
Yeah.
Chicago came out of nowhere, really. Nobody expected Chicago to be doing this. But Ben Johnson is a great coach. I think Caleb Williams has shut a lot of people up. And they're going to use that. They're going to use that weather to their advantage against the Rams, no doubt. And what is the other game?
Texans Patriots.
That is
I'm excited for that one.
that one's going to be. Texans defense is just out of control.
Yeah.
And again,
Well, especially because the reason people are not doubting per se, but have questions about New England is they had the easiest strength of schedule all season. So
They did.
their record's great, but they
They did.
haven't been tried
They
that
gotta
many
prove it.
times.
yeah, well, they're gonna be.
So
They're gonna
I'm
get.
excited to see if they can prove it.
Oh, as soon as they're gonna get tried, all right. They coming. They come. The Texans are coming, and not only that, but Drake May and Bo Nix have played well all year, and they've yet to be, to a certain point. To me, the jury's still out on them in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Agreed.
The jury.
Agreed.
And I think it's still out on a lot of everybody that's in the media. It's thinking, okay, you won this game. Okay, now as you get deeper in it, it means more. So we'll see how they do. I just hope the Bills and getting Ed Oliver back and a couple of our players back. That's going to be a big key of putting pressure on Bo Nix tomorrow.
Yeah, well,
Absolutely.
we're pulling for them.
Yeah, we're all rooting for the Bills. It's going to be a great divisional round. So many good games. And really looking forward to it. But we appreciate your time, Andre. It's always an honor to have you on the show. Thank you for responding and being able to, free with your time and come on the show. And best of luck to your Bills and everything you got going on going forward. We really appreciate it.
Oh, believe me, I'm going to be all over social media tomorrow if you don't. I'm telling you.
All right.
You have to get me back on the show so I can,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I want to hear some excited Andre rant after.
I already got him in my pocket here. I just have my
I love
around
it.
until after the game.
I love it.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Have a great day.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and have a great one. Peace out.
Peace.